conversion zone. So, does in intertropical conversion zone there are like high tides of wind or something that goes in one direction only? So, in intertropical convergence zone, the northwesterly wind and southeasterly trade wind like collide and make it calm. Ah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Here is the one rain that always happens here. Convectional precipitation. Convectional precipitation. Yeah. So, the heck? Is there a round shape here? This. What? This. This. So, uh, this is 30-degree north, this is 30-degree south. So at the middle it is intertrop intertropical conversion zone, ITCZ. So here what happens is this, that the wind comes here, 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 and here, 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 and here, and here is also a line which their wind goes like there, 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 and there, and these wind goes like this, and this, and here wind goes like here wind this, okay, this, sorry, this, then this, so this, then these guys would come here. These are the polar easterlies. Easterlies is their name. Easterlies. This is southwestern easterlies, and this is the northwestern easterlies. Southeastern easterlies, southeastern easterlies, northwesterly winds, and polar easterly. So like when these two at the center with the intertropical convergence zone, here the northwestern easterlies and the southeastern easterlies, they collide. So these two, when the two hot air and cold air collide, they make convectional rainfall, and this convectional rainfall is usually seen as a short shower during your afternoon during afternoon generally around equator, just because like there is like too hot air and cold air rising up. So like this is one way of rainfall. Other way is like having a mountainous terrain and is like a steep climb. So like your clouds are here, then here they are like dying over here, so they just condense and like their rain just drop down. This is the second method. And the third is like they have like nimbus clouds and all that, so like they provide, not provide, but they are filled with the rain and they just rain. I think so that's the thing here, main idea. Subpolar. Yeah, this is called as organic rainfall. Organic rainfall because it is done organically, no human activity. Organic rainfall. And this is convectional rainfall. Then there is frontal rainfall to cyclonic rainfall is like there is your tornado is there, or if you are in Japan you would call it as typhoon, whatever you want to call it. uh, or you are in Australia, you can call this at willy willy. So like in your typhoon, I would say a tornado, like there are two type of winds going on. One hot, sorry, one cold, one hot. So when cold and hot meet, they form like rainfall. That's also a way for this is called cyclonic rainfall. And frontal rainfall is occurs due to the upward movement of airs to the convergence of cold air mass against warm air mass. This convectional rainfall is frontal rainfall too. Frontal rainfall, but like it is different because like it happens on natural reason on like when hot and cold air meets on like some rare occasions. Whereas the convectional is a like a permanent phenomena during your during your afternoon around your equator region. So now this is your uh, deep analysis, you could say, or like, not analysis, but like uh, this is how your sea ocean floor is like. So this thing is filled with water. So here is the land, this is the you could say like like this is a like kind of a flat. So you could put your stuff over here, so you could call it continental shelf. Continent, wait, let me slim down my pen breadth, width of his writing. Continental shelf, as you can put shelf there. Now you have remember continental, so now continental slope because it is going down. Then this is called continental rise because slope has ended, so now there would be rise. Continental rise. Wait, this whole thing is called something. What is the whole thing like continental shelf, continental slope, continental rise called? Continental margin. and this whole thing is called continental margin. Now there are some important thing here. So this is like a quite a deep thing which is going inside of the ocean. So this is called as your trenches. Like there are many trenches, and great example is Mariana Trench, as like it is the deepest trench in the world. Now, like in the water, there is like, I hope you know this, that supposedly, if like this is the continental of like your land, and this is your plate of oceanic. So oceanic plate goes down, where when they go down, so they reach the your asthenosphere or lava region, whatever you call. So these thing causes the lava to go up. In this process, then the lava comes up. This can be violent, which are volcano eruptions, and which could be like quite, which is fissure eruption. Spelling might be wrong. So like this fissure eruption could actually form like this thing, which is, or any other eruption can call like sea mountain. Sea mountain can be called made by like a violent eruption too. Like land is like getting terraformed. uh, so sea mountain can be formed like that too. Now sea ridges are the one which are formed on the fissure eruption, because like they like this is the land, they just stacked on each other, so like they make a huge plateau type thing. Then this is gyat, it is like the middle thing you could call that. So yeah, this is the whole continental whatever it you call that oceanic floor. Now sea mountain gyats, flat top sea mountain called gyat, flat tops. These gyat don't have a gyat, you could remember as that. Both of them are formed with volcanic activity as known. Submarine canyons. Coral reef. Yeah, coral reef is like is formed on the volcanic like the rock, like when the volcano get cold, it is on that. But polar polar beach are stressed by changes in the conditions such as temperature and all that. And coral reef are on like the coral are out there a lot, uh, as I said. And the coral are found mainly in the tropical ocean and sea, because they require high mean annual temperature. Yeah, because like ocean, if you are going cold, then the ocean can also freeze. That would not be a proper condition for them to live. And then there is frigid reefs, it develops along with the continental, and they are acquired at, they are usually attached to the coastal land, but occasionally they are separated from the shore by a shallow and narrow lagoon called both canals. These type of reef are near Rahameshwar in the Gulf of the Myanmar and Andamans. Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram. Atoll, a reef of a narrow growing coral or the horseshoe shaped coral of palm leaf is called atoll. So this kind of the coral leaf structure is called atoll. Isn't Dead Sea the most one? Yeah, Dead Sea, West Asia, yeah. So the most is Lake Assel in Djibouti. So salt in the ocean, the most is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. The second most is magnesium. Magnesium chloride. So like sodium or atomic number is like 11 and magnesium atomic number is 12. Yeah, pretty easy to learn. Then there is magnesium sulfate. So one time magnesium Mc would come first, then uh, magnesium sulfate will come. Now magnesium, then calcium. Atomic number is your what? It is like calcium 19. So 19 calcium. Calcium is next. Then there is potassium. Potassium is like 13. No, potassium is 13. No, potassium is calcium is 20. Potassium is 19. So first would if there is a like the like rate them in the order, rank them in the order on like what salt is more in the ocean on basis of percentage. So first you would sell your sodium chloride. Sodium is like 11. Is that sodium? Any? I think so. It is sodium. I might be wrong. Uh, it is sodium. I'm not wrong. After your what is that? Fluorium and neon. Then 12th is your magnesium chloride 2. Chloride comes together. Magnesium chloride. Then 13 is magnesium sulfate, and magnesium chloride is 10%, sodium chloride is 77.8%, magnesium sulfate is 4.7. Last is potassium sulfate. Okay. Now I want to know one more thing. Can you tell me how do you write this term in chemistry? Sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and magnesium sulfate. NaCl, MgCl2, MgSO4, sulfate SO4, magnesium, sodium chloride, Na, yeah, Na, chloride. Chloride is Cl, yes, so Cl. Magnesium chloride, Cl2, sodium sulfate, SO4, okay. So sodium, NaCl, magnesium, MgCl2, magnesium sulfate, MgSO4, 77, 10, 3 point, sorry, 4 points, 4.7. Djibouti. Where is Djibouti? Djibouti. Djibouti country. Djibouti. Ah, he is in the Horn of Africa. Djibouti city. Okay. So most saline बोलते हैं इसको, क्या बोलते हैं? Most saline, saline, whatever. Most saline country is Djibouti. Not, you don't spell it like that. It is Djibouti, Buti. It is 34.8% pure salt as the content like if this is water, then 34% is this, then your 66% is your like water. Imagine that much salt. And this, then I know this one personally, not personally, but I've seen them. This one is the in the like, the National Geographic channels. This is Dead Sea. This is where first is, after this is Lake Van in Turkey. Van in Turkey. Dead Sea is where? Dead Sea is in which country? Jordan. Okay. This was on my wall. Not have I have not studied this thing, and let's just study it again. Okay. Okay. So in Atlantic Ocean, can you tell me which is more calmer, Atlantic or Pacific? Which ocean is more violent, Atlantic or Pacific? Can't even hear me. Which ocean is more violent, Atlantic or Pacific? Atlantic. So yeah, Atlantic as of like more violent sea. So there would be more warm as north south and counter equatorial current. So north south counter equatorial current is everywhere warm. North, so north south and counter, you could say like parried your sword or something. Your sword got parried by a shab. Ching 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 ching. Now Gulf Stream is warm. Now Gulf is always warm. Gulf of Mannar. Gulf Stream is always warm. Then Canary and Labrador. Labrador, I learned it like Labrador is like a very calm dog, so it would be cold. Now Brazil is like booming with hot chicks, I would say. So it is more warmer. As Brazil climate is also like humid and all that and warmer. Now Fakla land is like cold. Now South Atlantic, wherever it is Atlantic there, so they would be cold. Now Begula, I have never heard it, so I would say it cold. So whatever I have not heard it, I would say cold. That's also a trick of mine. And South Atlantic is cold. Then Fakla land is cold. You want it that. Then Brazil is hot. Labrador is cold. Canary is cold. Gulf of Stream is hot. Now going to Pacific, which is more calmer. North, South, and what I said, North, South, and your counter. North, South, and your counter is always warm. Now, Kiro Hishuma, whatever like Japanese names. See, I have written here Japanese name like Tushuhima, Kuyushima current, Kurushiho extension. Everything is warm here. Now, the Oyashi is cold. This is a thing that you need to remember. So you could remember as Oyashi. Oyashi Dayabuji tha. Arigato Oyajishi. Oyashio. Shiro. You could remember as Shiro as a cold dog. Like Shiro was not able to do anything in the like the anime too. In the your what is that? Shinchan. Oh, Shiro is cold. Now California is very cold. Peru is cold. El Nino is warm. El Nino I remember as warm, as very basic. Then Western Australia. Australia is also booming with chicks, so it is warm. Now Western wind drift. So like this is north. Wait, is this color not visible? Let me do this. So wait, no, not even this. This would be better. So this is north, this is south. Now this is west, this is east. I would say like when you go to west side, it you get like more cold, as like like places in the Europe and all that. So you could imagine it like that, as remember west wind as cold. West wind drift. When I said north south counter, you would say warm. When I say west wind drift, you would say warm. Sorry, yeah, warm. Sorry, cold. West wind, you all are going to Europe, so that would be cold. Now Indian Ocean is mostly warm. Only the west wind drift in India Ocean is cold. So like you could imagine like everything which is going to the west is becoming cold, right? West wind drift. Whereas India east monsoon is warm, Indian Ocean current is warm, south western monsoon is warm, Indian equatorial current is warm, Mozambique current is warm. So yeah, Gulf of Oman, everything is warm. The only one which are cold here are Canary current and Labrador current and south South Atlantic drift, as Atlantic is there, is cold. And Bagulia whale, the you could remember as whale, what Bugula, whatever the whale is, I'm not getting the name. It is cold. Fakla land is cold. You are cold in the Fakla land. You could imagine that. Now cold is Oyushiro. I told you Shiro is a Sinchan dog which was cold, and it was white too. California you could imagine as cold. Peru cold. El Nino is the hot. Eastern Australia, East Australia. What I said, West is always cold, East is hot. So East is warm current, West cold. India also West cold, and India everything is warm, monsoon everything. Swami Dyanand Saraswati. Oyashio. not Kohishimo. Kohishimo is warm. Next is Indian geography, and I'm not doing that.